Our ABC News exclusive, an American student who says she was sexually assaulted by Italian police while studying abroad in Florence is now telling her story. And Amy, it is a harrowing story.
That's right, because we know that Italy is one of the top study abroad destinations for American students. And now these accusations about an attack involving two officers are raising even more concerns. One of the accusers told me it all began when those officers offered to drive her and her friend home.
With its world-class art and gourmet food, it's no surprise that Florence, Italy has become the second most popular study abroad destination for college students from the United States. But for two 20-year-old American women who studied there this fall, a dream semester abroad turned into a nightmare after they say they were assaulted by a pair of Italian policemen who escorted them home from a nightclub when they couldn't find a cab.
It was supposed to be one of the best times of my life.
This is one of the young women. At her request, she is in shadow, and we are not naming her. Her story begins on September 6th, when she and a friend went out to dinner and then to this club.
Yeah, there was about 10 of us that went that night.
Drinking, dancing?
Yeah, drinking, not excessively, but we were drinking, yeah.
Any drugs?
No, no drugs, no.
The officers started to drive you home. Do you think they could tell that you were intoxicated?
They could definitely tell that my friend was more intoxicated than I was. So that's when we started heading to the front door.
And they followed you?
Yep.
Did you think that was strange?
I didn't think it was that strange because my friend, she couldn't really stand by herself. She needed assistance. So the one officer was like, oh, we'll help you, we'll help you. We got to my elevator door, and the elevator only fits about 2 people.
She says her friend and Officer Costa took the elevator while she took the stairs, followed by Officer Camufo. It was on the 3rd floor, in front of her own door, that she says Officer Camufo started to assault her.
He moved me over to the windowsill and then assaulted me there. And I was terrified. I mean, he had a gun. He is a trained military police officer. What do you do in that moment?
Did you keep saying no? Did you cry? Did you scream?
I was crying, but I couldn't scream. There was nothing coming out of my mouth at that point. I was so scared.
Is there anything you can share about what he physically did to you?
I mean, before, when I had said no and he put me up against the wall and he started pulling at my clothes, and he's taller than me, bigger than me. And then that's when I was like, oh my God, this is going to be the worst moment of my life.
What was he saying to you?
I didn't know what he was saying. He didn't speak any English. So that was even worse because I mean, no is universal.
The young woman's lawyer says Officer Costa's testimony at a pretrial hearing in November proves the encounter was not consensual.
It says here, I only saw Camufo, the other guy, that tried to lower the pants of the girl, and she was, with some resistance, she said, no, no.
The case created an international media frenzy.
This case has gotten a lot of attention in Italy. Are you surprised by the reaction?
I'm more surprised that in the beginning, no one believed that it even happened. People were like, oh, this is just a drunk American girl. She drank too much.
The focus on Americans studying abroad in Italy has grown since 2007, when Amanda Knox was accused of murdering her British roommate in Perugia. She was tried and convicted, but then acquitted twice. A 2011 poll by Loyola University in Rome found that 47% of American students thought about the Knox case before deciding where to spend their semester abroad. The officers in Florence have been suspended but claim any sex that night was consensual.
What do you think will happen to those police officers? Do you have trust in the judicial system over there?
I do. I think the evidence is overwhelming. So I think that justice is going to prevail.
Now, if convicted, the maximum penalty is 10 years in prison. The attorney for the officer accused by the young woman I spoke with says the accuser's story does not match what her client has said. It is so sad because this young woman had just been in Florence for 2 weeks. She had only taken 3 classes, and then this happened.
It's horrifying to hear.
Yep.
All right, thank you, Amy.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.